Wow, guys. And go. Now, I am not sure at all why it did that. I think, no, I think what the problem is I am using the front camera or the back of the phone camera, and I think that's got some sort of a time limit on it. I have no idea. Um, yeah, that's very, very annoying. Let me, right? Good morning, North Country Forge. How you doing, man? Craig, how you doing? YouTube, yeah, last night, and I don't know why you know what? I think what I might do, I apologize, guys, is turn the camera around, you know, to this camera. Sorry about this. For all my talk about a professional looking stream, and then all this crap happens, right? Yeah, last night um I had Joey Vandersteeg, John Switzer, Roy Adams, Tim Wiggins, all of you guys, and the stream drops. I am no longer going to use the rear facing camera. All right. Great show prep. Thanks, John. Oh, red sand would be awesome, Dan. A bottle of red sand would be so cool. Because I had smoosh that like button again, guys. I had like 55 people watching and it's all gone. I'm gonna cry. That's so sad. And the quality, I don't know if it's me. How's the quality, guys? Because on my monitor, it's just fuzzy, fuzzy, fuzzy. You know, I know we're gonna be using that black sand, Hans, for the uh, the bloom. If at all I can get even a small bottle of that, that would be awesome. You know, picture looks good. All right, just my monitor, it's pixelated and fuzzy and is giving me a painful pit in my stomach. You guys can see my monitor right here. Robert, how you doing? Oh. See, that's the other thing. This camera face auto focuses in and out and in and out. All the more reason for me to cannot wait to get this run up and running. The days of these phone streams are going to be over, and I will be able to add overlays and effects and all sorts of fun stuff. Um, you know, just for somebody like me who does this all the time, and I pretty much figure that I have all the kinks worked out. Um, when something like that happens, it throws me for a loop. Like, was it the camera? Hey, Paul Fontanini. Was it the camera? Kevin Colt. See, new names. I've got to say hello to some of the people who are popping in. Benona, Mr. Bloom, how you doing? Yeah. Crawford's here. Uh, You know? It's like, Hoof, did I do something stupid? The stress. The stress of the live show, you know? Like I said, I want to treat this like a live TV. And you, Mr. Duncan, I did say hello to you. You, of course, are not chopped liver. If you are, you're the kind of chopped liver that goes delicious with onions. You know, good stuff right there, brother. All right, so I'm back, and what was I talking about right before the stream ended? Huh. Now we're talking about food. Noah McGrath blacksmithing. Hey everyone. Hey brother. Yeah, now sand. Wayne Heights. Um Last night streams and your freak out. Yeah. No, it was after. Um the sand. Yeah. Um typically the bottles of sand that I have are from locations that I've been to, but that was back when I really didn't have any friends. Regathering with Yamez. I see a theme building here. Reforging with Yamez. Regathering with Yamez. Yamez 2, Electric Boogaloo. um, that's awesome. But yeah, I mean, it's like, on the note of my sand collection, it would be really kind of neat if I were to get like a bottle of sand and or dirt from where all of you guys are from, and then I could put y'all's names on it and locations and just kind of I have it's a weird thing, but what can I say? I'm a oddly sentimental guy. I may run out of space real fast. I'll have to build a shelf. Yeah. Okay. Send small bottles. Don't send like the airplane bottles. you know. That would be cool, Wayne. Yeah, mark where you got it from. Where it got was, would be cool is if you can pinpoint no, Steve, no. No, Steve, no. Um if you could put the coordinates of where you got it. There you go, bud. And Mr. Jones, my build, yeah. I'll talk to Scott today, and he's really convinced that build it all there and add the sand. Oh, that's right. The sand conversation was a tangent that I ran on, talking about adding the sand, and somebody said go to Florida and grab sand from the beaches there, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And by the way, and yeah, for those of you who didn't see it before, I got me a T-shirt. uh, My bottle is like Rouge Turds. Geocaching with Yamez. That's not a bad idea. I like that, But some sand is Play-Doh. It's just it's something I didn't even have a inspiration for it. It was just it started when I went to California as a kid, with the family in a family vacation. My grandma took us all to San Francisco. She said that we have to be able to see that coast before we die. So she took us all there. And I got some sand from one of the beaches. It was just dirty sand. And just to say I was here. And I was a kid. I was like 10 and thought about that. And I've had it since. Um, excuse me. And, then it was like sand from vacations up in, like camping trips and stuff when we go to lakes. I'd grab some sand, and it's like no-name places like Perry Lake, Wisconsin, you know, um, Waco Beach in Michigan or Indiana, the Indiana Dunes and stuff like that. And it was like, and then went down the Keys or went down the to Florida, and it's like I got sand from everywhere. I'm like, I'm getting sand. Delilah Beach, Clearwater Beach, all of that. All the little sandbars I partied on. Send bottles of forged scale. Yep. Anvil sand. That would be a real nice bottle. K57 in the geocaching world. I don't know what that means, but it sounds nice. I didn't know geocaching was actually a thing. Alright. Yamez, will send you some sand, a couple pieces of shipwreck wrought iron that I collect off the beach here. That'd be real cool, Dan. As you know, my address is in the description. That'd be really cool. I'm going to look into that because it's like I've done it idly over my life. And, but here's the thing, like, my traveling days were over. However, with this, I hope to travel again, take the show on the road, trailer, and visit shops, and it would be neat, geocaching wise, if I'm using that right, to get, a bottle of dirt from each forge that I visit, or a bottle of anvil sand, anvil dust from each of the forges that I visit, and put the forge name, and I don't know what would be neater, honestly, yeah. It's a secret society. Nice. Hiking with a purpose. I'm not a hiker. I'll have to get some of the Aussies in the group to send me some sand from Australia. Although I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Yamma Bama. Good morning, Janetta. How you doing? Yamma Bama Bobama. Yeah. I think it is considered geocaching, Hans. I think you're good. But yeah, I've got so much. Jay came out and watched me make a hammer number 13 the other night, Friday night, and it's like I cleaned up the shop just before he came out, and after, it's Big Dog, yes. Yeah, I was showing everybody. And don't forget, you got to send me the link to the program for this. I've boiled my brain researching it. How you doing, Tim? Yeah, this is going to be my official Sunday shirt. Thank you for stopping by last night. We had a great show. And once I get this, Tim, running, then I can have you sitting here next to me. Think about that, brother. Yeah. I'm just over here. Morning, Rob. Mr. Huff, how you doing, man? I'm just over here doing everything I can to, entertain you guys and be there for you guys. And Fenrir, what's up? And we're back up to 50. All right. Now, is there anything or anybody that I did not say hi to in here? I don't want anybody sitting over there like with some manifesto going, he didn't say hi to me in the live stream. Here. You know? He's on my list. Yeah. Yeah, a little bottle of Forge scale from everybody with your names on it, or if you want to make a bottle of sand with how you do like sand and then put Forge scale on top, that would be awesome. You didn't call me Ting, Yamez. You called me. I called you Ting. Yeah, it counts. $10 super chat in from Mr. James Jones from Butte, Montana. Black Hand Forge. Thank you, good sir. I highly appreciate it. You go ahead and give that man a line of applause. Lindsay, good morning. You're showing up to quite a few more streams. Is little Zach up and awake? Poke him in the face and make sure he's watching. For those of you who weren't here last night, Lindsay popped in. Lindsay is my future sister-in-law. Couple nights ago, I believe it was Friday night. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lindsay. My brother proposed to little Miss Lindsay Signa. So she is awesome, and I've met her, and she thinks I'm cool. So that's cool in my book. Excuse me. But yeah, now the stream's back up and running. So yes, congratulations to Lindsay and little Zach. You guys are awesome. I will figure out what I can do about a ring for Zach, and if all I need is measurements, so I'm going to look into it, and I'm going to study it, and I'm going to practice it, and I'm going to make him a Damascus ring, a pattern welded ring. I hear you, King. I hear you. So I am definitely going to be looking into that for your gift. And I believe you said that your wedding day is to be Halloween next year. So I have to do what I can to save up to get up there. It's going to be Quad State, then a few weeks, and then a wedding. From here till then, I have to make sure I'm at the point where I can afford both the time and money to do that. So that is my goal this upcoming year, is to make sure that I do not miss my brother's wedding. And maybe I'll be a jerk and I'll live stream y'all's wedding. Yeah, you can just hitch a ride with us from Quad State. Unfortunately, after Quad State, I have to come back and work. Otherwise, I would literally just take a month and a half off. Excuse me. Take a month and a half off and just hang out. Costumes allowed. Yes, that's the cool thing about it, guys. It's a costume party wedding. It's a costume party wedding, So, Zach, Will has a great idea. I bring my stuff, and at the wedding, or just before the wedding, me and you forge the wedding ring. I just need to get you down here to the shop. There you go, Duncan. No new anvil at Quad State. I'll probably sell one of my anvils at Quad State. There is an anvil near me that the guy wants $800 for. I'm gonna say $200, and then take that and, you know, do one of two things with it, you know, pass it along to the community, or use it as my own and then pass carry along, or I don't know. I'm trying to collect anvils so that I can host events. Quench it good before the ceremony. We gotta find something fun to quench it up in. Sounds like we would end up postponing. Nah, yeah, we'll figure it out, Zach. But I am gonna look into it. If you look, all of these people, I'm sure at least one person in the 50 people watching knows how to forge a wedding ring. So all these people can help me figure it out. Forge, quench it in champagne. You know, there we go. You know, it's no, I don't think I think I might do a I'm thinking I might do a Damascus ring for him. So basically forging a bit of Damascus, get a high layer count, and then kind of rolling it into a bar, maybe something, twisting it, rolling it, something, and doing that. You think that's, yeah, that's what I also figured. It's like punching it, but if I do a twist Damascus, it'll get the lines along it like that, and then draw it into a bar, and then ring it and forge weld it. Then I can flatten it out and get it proper sized and shaped. Hey, John Cat, how you doing? Mokumegane. The trouble with that is the copper and brass and all that would really kind of discolor the skin. You would really have to. That is true. It would ruin the. Yeah, I think that idea. That's the idea that I had way back when I was first figuring how do they do Damascus rings. Yeah, is just you know, punching a hole and then forging it down into a ring. But I will be researching it heartily. So, torsion Damascus. Not sure what that is. Not sure at all what that is. Torsion Damascus. Let's see what that is. Oh, wow. Cool. All right. Sidetracking. Has anyone made a weather vane? A local lady is wanting one by mid-June for a new barn. Wants it to be functional. With that, Denise, I would assume you would like cut out a plate for the images or whatever, and then basically forging the hardware and the brackets and maybe a bearing where it slips into so that it can rotate. Kevin Colt, got to run. Glad you could make it. Thank you, brother. All right. There we go. Twist Damascus. Yeah. FYI, I got a fat finger. I believe I'm 14.5 inches. Your finger is 14.5 inches around? Ooh, you're a goofball. Aimless. Yeah, I'll be thinking about it. 14.5 inches. So, that's a lot of Damascus. I'll have to, for that much, I'll have to forge a little loop so that I can put a chain on it, you know, on a ball. A Damascus tentacle ring. The trouble with that, Duncan, is to really get that shine on a Damascus, you got to polish it. I'm trying to play with oddball shapes of Damascus and getting them polished to shine. But nah, well, I like to think that he's got a 14 and a half inch finger around. Yeah, but Zach, I do know you've got, everybody thinks I've got sausage fingers, but I'm an 11, and you got much fatter fingers than me. um, Bead polisher might be a good idea for it. Hey, Ron, how you doing, man? Where am I at here? All right. Um, Morning, Ethan. How you doing, Mr. Phillips? I do have a tumbler polisher. I just got to get the proper media. So, all of that being said, it's some fantastic ideas, and I'll come up with something. Um, I'll come up with something. Uh, so we'll get that figured out. Um, but yeah, I mean that's a lot of big news this week. A lot of big news this week. So um, I'll have to look into it, Hans. I'll have to look into it. Um, Really, kind of first immediate priority is getting the power hammer materials and get it started to be built. Um, and then it's yeah. Ting's got connections at a local coating. Could probably get it polished for free. We'll talk about it, brother. Unrelated, because people apparently like looking at my ramblings on Instagram. I was thinking of doing a t-shirt and sticker. Thoughts? I like t-shirts and I like stickers. I have a sticker board, which is a surfboard. uh, you're going to be ordering a new forge in a couple of weeks? Nice. Yeah, Aimless. I've been trying to get little Zach. I mean, I was up there for like a week and a half, and I wanted to build a forge, and he wouldn't do it. You know, um, Denise, that's a possibility. We'll talk when I get closer to it. We'll discuss it. Um, does it have the sizes on it? Like where I can find 14.5, like way at the bottom. Thank you, John. Yeah, that's Mr. Big Dog sent that to me. Well, okay. You didn't show that much interest in it. You think it's cool, but you didn't really want to try it. If everybody really wanted to try it, I'd have grabbed a sledgehammer and dug a hole in y'all's backyard and grabbed some lump charcoal, and we'd have heated some metal and hit some metal. Um, hey, Rob, how you doing, Granddaz? Harbor Freight cart will handle the weight. Harbor Freight cart, I see a lot of people taking a Harbor Freight cart and cutting a hole in it and using that as a forge base. So I don't see why it wouldn't work. That's also true, Zach. That's also true. Um, I had the plan to buy the stuff when I was up there. It didn't work out like I thought. Uh, yeah, it was literally a party following a party following a party following a party following a party, and the days that we weren't partying, we were relaxing. So all's well and good. Um, by the way, guys, Zach, that's my brother. um, if y'all couldn't figure that out by now. So, anyway, anywho diddly. They save up on gas for the next one. There you go. There you go. Hope it works out for you. Rev Michael M. Can Harbor Freight cart handle the heat? Now here's the thing. The fire pot is what you need to handle the heat. You would be cutting it in and say dropping a brake drum or brake rotor or something like that, or building a fire pot for it. That fire pot needs to handle the heat. If you are super concerned about it, you could line the around it with like clay. However, my area around my fire pot is 1/4 inch, if that, maybe 3/16, but it's not very thick steel, and no issues. Good morning, Chris. How you doing, man? Reading. Robert Poglitz built mine from a shop cart, 1/2 inch mild steel. There you go. I believe I was talking about you during my live stream last night. I've got your green screen, and I was looking at my room trying to figure out how I could rearrange it so that I can throw the green screen up behind a section. I've got it. Haven't forgotten it. I agonize daily on how I'm going to set it up, because I don't want to set it up as a temporary. I want to have some sort of semi-permanent. I want to make a roller for it so that I can like draw it down like a shade and then roll it up and it stays up there. Yeah. You're welcome, Rev. There you go, Rob. Good luck. Best of luck. Yeah. Very, very interesting topics today. I like y'all's idea of sending me anvil dust. That'd be, I could build a shelf here and just have little, keep it small, don't keep it crazy. Don't get crazy with it. Just small little jars or airplane bottles with anvil dust and sand from your, anvil dust and sand and or dirt from your area. And then just, oh, Will, come on. I do have the light. I forgot about it. Yeah, that's to go for the, okay. Paint part of the wall. See, I don't know if I can set up so that people can actively change my background. That's not a bad idea, like, with the super chats that Roy does with changing his background, the little sign that he has. If I could figure out a way for a program to change, and it's like with the super chats, change the color or change the scene, that would be something fun. The green screen is big enough to should I cut it, Chris? My drink of choice? I drink rum and tequila, but I drink rum. My drink of choice is, if I had to choose and money wasn't an option, I'd be drinking, what are they called? Dark and Stormies all day long. My address is in the description, also in the About Me section on my channel. Pirate rum is pretty good. There is a school of thought out there that arguably Pirate Pistol, I believe it is not actually rum. And I can't remember why they argued that, but I don't care, it's good. Right, Denise? Robert's out of here later, Rob. Alright. But, White rum I like for Bloody Marys. I don't do vodka at all. At all. I've done vodka once in the last uh, 6 years, and that ended in a big fight. Because only two things that happen when I drink vodka. And Kraken rum is good. Um, yeah, good morning, Island. You keep jumping in right at the end, brother. Um, yeah. And I warned my wife about, she's like, no, you gotta have, this is delicious vodka. And I'm like, I don't think so. Like, one of two things will happen. And, you might like one and you're probably not going to like the other. And, well, she didn't like the other. She would have liked the other one, though. Anyway. All right. Um, yeah, Kraken rum is good. Vodka just doesn't work for me. It just does not work for me. Um, I'll bet, Ken. I'll bet. However, I do believe that that's my time for the day. I have to go load up my shop and load up some tools and get my truck ready to go to head up to Seward's Forge. So hopefully I can think of something. What I might do is record some of the gathering of materials and record what I have, just kind of a Power Hammer pre-build update, and have that kind of so you guys can see what I'm dealing with. So hopefully I'll get some stock footage recorded for that and let you guys know what's going on Monday night, Tuesday morning. Get a video out for you guys. Hearts and health, everybody. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful week. Get out to the shop. Throw on your safety glasses, like Black Bear says. You get out to the shop. You make something awesome with the day. It's a Sunday. There ain't no day to relax. Get out there and do something. Go. Rock on. You guys are awesome. Love you guys. Hearts and health, everybody. What's up, Russell? Yes, hearts and health at the very end. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Or good morning. It's the end.